Welcome guys to another deck concept. Today we're looking at the Bishbaalkin Vene Cyber Angel deck concept. So I still think that the Cyber Angel Herald deck is still superior to every single other build, but this build is quite fun because you're allowed to use synchros with it. And it's quite inconsistent, but you know, we're all about the bad ideas here, so let's get right into it. So first up, we got the Cyber Angels. We have Machine Angel Ritual spell card, Cyber Petite Angel to search them out. We have the Cyber Angel Benton, Aitin, Dakini, and Nasatania. Radiant Divine Bird Vene, we have the pre-preparation of rites to search them out, with the Primal Cry and the Vene himself. For the additional support, we have Preparation of Rites, the original one. Preparation of Rites 3, please. We have Manji of the 10,000 Hands, DD Sprite, this is our main tuner monster. It's a searchable tuner monster thanks to Benton. It can special summon itself to your side of field by banishing one monster you control. But however, if you do banish it and DD Sprite leaves the field, that banished monster will remain banished. So you gotta be really careful about that. But usually you would banish something that you don't want, like Manju after you use its effect. So DD Sprite can, take the field. And she's so cute. And we have Ritual Sanctuary, field spell card, so we can search it by terraforming. You can discard one spell card from your hand to the graveyard to add a light ritual monster or a ritual spell card from your deck to your hand. So that's a really good unbreaker with the Ritual Sanctuary, as well as once per turn you can select one fairy type monster in your graveyard that's light attributed, and then shuffle the number of spell cards from your graveyard back to your deck equal to the level of the monster you selected, and special summon to your side field. So basically, if you had DD Sprite in your graveyard, you can shuffle one spell card from your graveyard back to your deck, and then special summon DD Sprite, and which is how you get your main synchro plays going. Oasis and Called Haunted. Not only does it help with the searches with Cyber Petite Angel during your opponent's turn, but if you do synchro summon for the Herald of the Arclight, you have a monster that can tribute itself to negate anything your opponent does, and then bring it right back so that it has another negate. For our example combo, we have Terraforming, Pre-Preparation of Rites, Cyber Petite Angel, Cyber Angel Benton, and Oasis of Dragon Souls. Starting off our combo, we activate Terraforming to search out our Ritual Sanctuary. Then we activate Pre-Preparation of Rites to search out our Primal Cry and our Vene. Then we normal summon our Cyber Petite Angel to search out another copy of Benton. Then we activate Primal Cry to ritual summon the Vene from our hand, tributing both Bentons from our hand and sending them to the graveyard to ritual summon the Vene from our hand. Then we activate double Benton's effect because they were both tributed. We add two light fairy monsters from our deck to our hand. We add DD Sprite and Cyber Angel Daninki. Then we activate DD Sprite's effect, banishing the Cyber Petite Angel to special summon our DD Sprite to our side field. Then we activate Vene's effect, revealing the Daninki, level 8. So now DD Sprite will become level 8 as well. Now we have a level 8 tuner monster and a level 8 non-tuner monster, so we can send them both to the graveyard to summon not Altamea, but Bishbaalkin. The Bishbaalkin. So he gains 1000 attack for every monster on the field. So basically, if you have 5 monsters and your opponent has 5 monsters, that is indeed 10,000 attack points. So that's pretty massive. So how do you get these monsters? Well, he can once per turn spell summon as many tokens to both players' side of the field as possible, but you must special summon the same number of tokens to each side of the field in defense mode. So basically, he can produce those tokens himself, as well as he can attack for the rest of the turn if you do use that effect. And this effect can be used during either play's main phase, so you can actually clog up your opponent's board pretty fast with this effect. So we're going to activate Ritual Sanctuary's effect to shuffle back one spell card to special summon the level 1 DD Sprite from our graveyard. Then we activate Bishbaalkin's effect, summoning 3 tokens because we have 3 Monster Zone slots open, and then your opponent will gain 3 tokens as well. We will synchro level 2 with the D Sprite and 1 token to synchro summon into a Formula Synchron for 1 extra draw. Now we will use the Formula Synchron with our other 2 tokens to synchro summon into the Herald of the Arclight in defense mode. Then we'll set our Oasis of Dragon Souls face down, and during the end phase, we activate Primal Cry's effect. So when it's in the graveyard and you have a ritual monster that was sent to the graveyard this turn, you can banish it to special summon back forth the ritual monster. So we'll special summon back the Vene, which we sent to the graveyard for this sort of synchro summon for Bishbaalkin. So this is what the field kind of looks like at the moment. You got the Bishbaalkin, Vene, and Herald, plus the face down Oasis, and your opponent has 3 tokens thanks to the Bishbaalkin. So when your opponent activates a spell card or something, then you can immediately activate the Bishbaalkin's effect to special summon 2 more tokens. to fill up the monster zones, so that your opponent has a monster zone that is clogged with tokens. So if they had like an Exceed deck, definitely they're kind of screwed unless they have like some kind of out to it. But if your opponent does activate anything like Regeki, for example, Heraldry Arclight can tribute itself to negate it, and then you get to search out with the Heraldry Arclight's effect, and the Vene's effect will trigger. But you can also chain the Oasis of Dragon Souls right after it tributes to negate that effect, so that you can bring back the Heraldry Arclight to negate another card effect. So then the Arclight did technically was sent to the graveyard, so you get to search out a ritual spell or monster. So perhaps you want to search out the Machine Angel Ritual, and then the Vene's effect will activate as well because you just tributed the Heraldry Arclight to search out or to add back a monster from your graveyard back to your hand, such as a Cyber Angel Benton. The main purpose of this deck is actually gain a lot of life points. So how do you do that? So you have the Cyber Angel Nasitania. Once per turn you can select one monster in your side of field, gain life points equal to half of its attack points. And Bishbaalkin can get 10,000 attack really easily because of the 1,000 attack per monster on the field. 5 monsters on each side is no problem with this card's effect with the tokens. So Nasitania would effectively be gaining 5,000 life points for yourself. Then if you had like Ritual Sanctuary or something, you can Synchro Summon with the Nasitania and the D Sprite to Synchro Summon into the Star Charge Warrior, which by the way grants you a card draw, and it can attack all special summon monsters your opponent controls. So if your opponent had like 5 tokens, you can attack all of their tokens so that your opponent would be defenseless at that point, right? And then we can activate the Nasitania's effect in the graveyard by banishing a Cyber Angel. We can special summon herself back and take control of one of your opponent's monsters. So that's a pretty nice and snatch steal as well. Then we can activate Nasitania's effect again, targeting the Bishbaalkin and then gaining a lot of more life points. Then we can Synchro Summon somehow into the Ancient Sacred Wyvern. So this card gains life or attack points equal to the difference between your opponent's life points and your life points, as long as your life points are higher. Basically, Ancient Sacred Wyvern is going to have a bunch of attack points. So this is what the deck looks like. So I got 2 replays for you guys, and it's quite long, so I'm going to cut this short. Anyways, thanks for watching guys, and I'll see you guys later.